Hey guys, and welcome back to another Football Manager Mobile 2021 video with our Arsenal career. So where we left off, we had a win against Sheffield Wednesday in the Carabao Cup. Then we had a disappointing draw against Wolves at home in the Premier League. And then we managed to follow up from that with a win against Fulham, 3-0, quite comfortable. And obviously that sets us up quite nicely in the title race so far. It's already taken shape. There's still early days, only 5 games played into this Premier League campaign. But so far, is literally just 1 point separating first and literally 6th place. So that's quite crazy. But it seems like the top 6 are perhaps already taking shape. We've got Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, Tottenham, Chelsea, Man United, got Everton, and yeah. So level on points with Liverpool. So the title race is going strong for us at the moment. Liverpool doing really well. They've managed to not concede even 1 goal in 5 games. So that's pretty impressive. We're level on points. However, we're further down. We're behind Liverpool because of goal difference. And we've got Man City and the rest creeping up slowly. So we need to make every game count. But in this match, we face Partizan in the Europa League at home. So let's see how we line up against them. We've got a chance here to rest some key players. We had Özil, who started last game and had a 7. That's his 2nd game of the season. We'll definitely put Cedric on this game and put David Luiz on as well, maybe. Gabriel didn't have such a good game last time out. He got a 6 rating. But this time we're going to put Pepe and Lacazette up top. We've got Saliba. We'll give Saliba a starting. Runes. Oh my god, there's so many. Got a lot of players here who are very keen to play. We've got a lot of youngsters. We'll put Martinelli on for Nelson. We'll bring on Saka, but he's a winger. We'll put Willock on for Özil. Maitland-Niles. Let's put Maitland-Niles on for Tierney, even though that might not be his most preferred role. But I just want to bring some of these youngsters in. Got Pablo Mari. A lot of young players who are going to find it a bit difficult this term to get a lot of game time because we're finding ourselves on the cusp of a title charge. Obviously, it's still early days, but the way the campaign is heading, it looks like we're holding strong at the moment. Let's look at our results. Did we beat any of the top 6s yet? No. But the only game we did have was that 8-game thriller against Chelsea. It was 4-4. We drew against them. So technically, in the official matches we played so far, we've only met one real top 6 side, and that was Chelsea. We got Everton, arguably a top 6 side as well. We got them coming up just after this game against Partizan, and then we head right back to what's it called? We head back to Europa League action against Nice. So this is our Europa League group. I'm pretty sure I've shown this, but since it's been a while since I've made a video on this, I thought it'd be a good time to refresh our memories. So let's head straight into the game, guys. We're on a good streak. Partizan is equally doing really well. They got 4 wins in their last 4 games, which is good to see. I mean, it's good to see that we'll have a challenge on our hands, so it's yet another test. These are the formations. 2 strikers for Partizan and 2 central defensive midfielders, very literally just above the centre backs, and they've got 2 wingers or wide midfielders. I'm not sure what they are. They probably are wingers, but it's a weird formation indeed. It's really spread out, but you can already tell from this formation that they're going to be looking to hit us on the counter since they got 2 CDMs already, and the wingers are very brought back on the wings rather than higher up forward as a perhaps inside forward or such. So this is going to be a tough game, soft opener game of our campaign. What a good steal for Martinelli, and is that really a goal? Wow. 1-0, Lacazette inside what that wasn't even a minute, that was like 30 seconds. Martinelli steals the ball very nicely, finds Lacazette who dispatches it to the back of the net. Here's Cedric on the right side. We're not done yet. Pepe again struggling to really integrate himself. Willian has had an edge over him in terms of experience and performances. He's scored goals, he's assisted, he's been consistent for us. But I'm sure Pepe will come good in time. He's still young. Obviously, we've got the big price tag hanging over his head. I think they paid 70 or so million for him, quite a lot. And also he came from nearly a goal there. He came from Lille, I think they bought him, and obviously Lille at the time weren't really challenging for the title or anything like that. So this is something the player is going to have to learn to cope with these high demands. Here's Partey, another goal for him, third of the season. Another poor clearance from Partizan, and they're not doing themselves any favour in terms of the defensive work rate. They've been really sloppy, losing possessions leading to the first goal, and now a poor clearance leading to the second. So as much as our team is playing well to take advantage of those chances, we also have to consider that it is a bit poor play as well from Partizan, so we shouldn't really get ahead of ourselves in thinking we're playing some dominant football. There is, again, a clear quality difference in the two sides, no disrespect to Partizan, but in terms of investment, obviously Arsenal would come up on top, and the squad value as well. But the underdogs always have a really good chance in these competitions, and unfortunately it's not going Partizan's way. But again, they haven't been doing themselves any favour. They've set themselves up for 0 shots overall this game in 45 minutes of play, and things aren't looking too good for them. But their downfall is our success, which I'm happy about in terms of from a club standpoint. I mean, we're taking this chance to really score some goals and get these youngsters integrated in the squad as well, give them some game time, and prepare them for the future as well. Enough with the babbling on. Let's head straight into the game. Let's look at a bit of action with perhaps maybe no commentary, see what's happening. What a goal. Martinelli, excellent strike. Just as I was looking at my computer trying to sort something out, I just see the flashing on my screen with the corner of my eye, and it is red, and that can only mean one thing. We scored. Martinelli, really good chance there, and he took his chance well. Again, another player who's been struggling to get consistent game time, and he's proving his worth really well at this stage. Alright, so 3-0. We've set ourselves up pretty nicely in terms of leaving a bit of space for maybe a late conceding goal. Obviously, I like to prepare for the worst personally. But let's hope it doesn't come to that. Here's Willock to Maitland-Niles, to Martinelli. Willock again, some good triangular passes, and Lacazette perhaps maybe should have scored there. But it is going to be a throw-in. Good save from the keeper is Martinelli again. Ceballos, and nothing comes of it. 74th minute, guys. I think we are ready to make some changes and bring in some new players. Alright, guys, so let's bring on Saliba for Romagnoli. We'll bring on Elneny for, let's see, Ceballos. Yeah, we'll bring him on for Ceballos, and we'll bring on Nketiah for Lacazette. And as per 15 minutes to go, and let's see if we can perhaps add another opener. So we are at home, about 40,000 or so in attendance. Obviously, let's pretend obviously we're living in a fantasy world right now in this Foot Manager career mode. There's no coronavirus or anything, so the fans are free to attend as they wish, providing they have a match ticket, of course. Pepe hits the post. Unlucky. It's these goals that sometimes have to be scored in order for the player to get some confidence. Pepe did everything right. The shot wasn't bad, as you could see, but it clipped the post. And perhaps on another day that would have gone in. Second yellow card, guys. Some last minute drama here. Subasic, I think it was, got sent off for Partizan, and that really does not do his team any favor. And what was that? Was that a save? A good free kick from Pepe again. Just trying his best to get that goal. Martinelli, and it is going to go over for a goal kick. But guys, the job is done and dusted. We get the 3 points, and oh, what a pass. Oh, it's offside. We get the 3 points, and we start off our campaign with a lovely win. And now we head back to Premier League action against Everton, which should be an interesting match to see us face another top 6 side and see if we can get the win. A 3-0 win though, following up from that Fulham win, which was also 3-0. It's nice to see that our team is brimming in confidence. And now we're going to put ourselves really to the test against a strong Fulham side who've made some interesting, well, I shouldn't say interesting, some very good summer signings. James Rodriguez and Doucouré. So let's see what we can do in terms of our lineup. Aubameyang is going to have to assume his striker role again after taking that last game off. Tierney's going to come in from Maitland now. So again, a player who performed well. Nelson. Ooh. Nelson is going to come. Actually, no, we'll leave Martinelli on because he played a good game last time out. That's his first goal in 5 games. Gabriel coming on for David Luiz. We're going to have Bellerin coming on for Cedric, who had a decent game. I think that's about it, guys. Perhaps we're gonna put. Well, yeah, we're gonna put. Actually, no, we're gonna keep Willock there. Ozil. Still not 100% with him being in that position. Willian. He's scored no goals yet, but he's had 4 assists. Pepe's got 1 goal in 8 games. So in terms of goal-to-goal contributions, obviously Willian comes out on top. But do I go for experience over youthfulness and just pure pace? That's the question I'm trying to figure out myself. We'll give Pepe a chance. Why not? He came close to scoring twice in that game, and he unfortunately didn't. So hopefully he can carry on where he left off and maybe bag a goal for us today. But this is the final lineup. 3 injuries for Everton: Richarlison, Nkunku, and someone else, which I didn't get to read his name. Lineups will be announced shortly to see what we're coming up against. Yeah, a slightly more defensive formation from Everton. They got the 1 central defensive midfielder, Godfrey. But they got Allen and Doucouré, some very creative midfielders, and they've gone up with Tosun. There's no mention anywhere of James Rodriguez, but I'm assuming he's injured or he just didn't make the cut, or he's probably in the substitute list. But anyway, let's head on. We are at is it Goodison Park? What was Everton Stadium? I think it's Goodison Park. I could be wrong. I don't know. But we're playing away, so it's very important for us to get a win here. Gabriel is going to have to chase that one. Hopefully he plays a nice ball to the wing, which he does. Finds Aubameyang. Is he going to do it? Oh, good shot. Aubameyang had to get that shot on because the defender was closing up on him, and that would have left him even less space, and that probably would have resulted in an even more rushed shot and it going wide. But it's a good save, a good shot as well, and a lively start in these opening 20 minutes. Here's Partey to Ceballos, to Willock, to Martinelli. Willock again goes out for another corner. We're asking questions of the defense. We're taking some good strides towards playing some exciting football. Iwobi's ready to pounce. You can see Everton just having that man to counter-attack with pace, leaving him there in the middle to pick up the loose balls. Tierney, good cover again. Iwobi was looking for it again. So Everton's game plan slightly exposed. Aubameyang, and it is going to be a goal, guys. What a goal. Suspicions of offside, protests are of course going to come into play, but the referee waves them away and allows the goal to be allows the goal to stand. Here's Calvert-Lewin. Everton are going to have to answer for that goal, and they will try to do so by getting an equaliser, hopefully early for their sake. And it is a corner, guys. Let's see how well we do against set pieces. And it is going to be our free kick. Sorry, I thought it was the other way around. I thought Bellerin pushed Calvert-Lewin. That would have been an interesting situation. Is Iwobi. What a miss. A big, big, big red mark. Sorry, red flag for us there. We could have conceded. Iwobi should have done better. I'm not sure how he missed that, but it does play into our favour. Of course, we don't concede. So we go into halftime with a 1-0 lead. It isn't a confident game, I would say. I mean, possession-wise, we'll just come out on top a bit. Shots-wise, we're doing better as well. Team rating better as well. But you can always see Everton coming back into the game at any point. So that always leaves a few questions to be answered. And hopefully we can put them to rest with another goal here soon. Pepe going to try and go for that ball, but he does get tackled. It is a free kick. And arguably good position as well to cross it in. Here's Pepe. He's going to cross it in. And it's not a good cross. It's a bit too far out. Too far forward. I mean, doesn't hit anyone. '50th minute, 1 goal up. We're just dominating possession these final few minutes. Here's Martinelli to Willock, who's had a good game. He's controlled that central midfield well. And here is the goal we needed. Aubameyang. Digne makes an error. Willock, again, heavily involved in that play. He's fitting into that advanced playmaker role really nicely. It's good to see from him. Again, another youngster who's come up the academy ranks. Tierney being dispossessed, though. He needs to be careful there. Gabriel tries to fill in for him, and Leno saves it. And we escape any danger. We managed to hold on to our 2-0 lead. Hopefully we can do until the final few minutes. But good play nonetheless. This is a top 6 side surely we're facing with the investments they made and the quality they have. So this is probably a box we can fill in this season, which is to beat a top 6 side, which hopefully we will do. Obviously, there's still time for them to come back, but possession-wise, they are absolutely getting dominated. If you look at the bar at the bottom, the one that says 8 right now, 83% or 100% right now, that's the chances that's happening right now, I think. Or that might reflect the possession on the spot, but I don't think so. Actually, yeah. Yeah, no, I think that is what it reflects. I think it reflects the possession, sorry. So right now, 72% possession for Everton. That means they're having more of the ball, and perhaps it could hint that a cutscene could come up with them having a try on goal. Same for us. So there's that. Well, let's make some changes, guys. 88th minute now, and we can make a change now. But here's Tierney, who's injured, unfortunately. So Cedric is going to have to come in there. We'll put Lacazette on for Aubameyang in his final few minutes and bring on Nelson for Martinelli. Overall, a good solid game. I think once or twice we've had Everton trouble our goal. One time we got away with, and the other times I think we just had a pretty good defending. Full-time whistle, guys. We managed to bag the 3 points, and now we head back to Premier League action in our final game of this episode. Aubameyang with the 2 goals. He's had a pretty good start to this season. Here's Tierney. He's going to be out of action for 10 days. 10 days, so he's definitely not going to be in perhaps the next 2 games. He's not going to feature. So we have one of our assistant managers. He thinks that Gabriel could improve with some guidance from senior player, and that David Luiz is the guy to go to. So we're going to set up a mentorship program between Gabriel and David Luiz. Again, David Luiz, a very decorated central defender who's had a bit of criticism in the past seasons, but you can't deny the trophies he has. He has the Champions League to his name. He's got the uh, League One to his name, Premier League to his name, various different cups in France and England. So he's had a he's got a pretty good pedigree. All right, so back to back to Europa League action. So now we can afford to swap our lineup a bit. For that, we're going to bring in Nelson for Martinelli. Pepe is going to keep his place. We'll bring on Lacazette for Aubameyang. We don't want to wear him out for sure. We'll bring in Maitland-Niles on the right. And we'll bring Saka on the left, even though he's not really a left back. Smith-Rowe. We'll bring in Smith-Rowe for Willock. And who else? Yeah, we'll bring on Saliba. And David Luiz. And perhaps, I'm just trying to think, perhaps we'll put Willock as a central defender for Ceballos. And we'll give Runarsson a turn in goal as well. So a pretty much 80% changed lineup in our team. A big risk we're taking. Nice are a very good team themselves. Here is the lineups. Again, a defensive formation from Nice, who do go 5 at the back. Obviously, we can expect the wing backs to act as wingers, going up and down. They've got very difficult jobs to go up and support attack, and then immediately be expected to have enough energy to come and support the defense as well. So we could exploit that potentially if we win the ball back in key areas and then go on the counter-attack straight away. So these are the formations. Again, they're going with 2 strikers. So we can expect some sitting behind the ball to happen and for them to wait for their counter-attack. There's Partey, nearly a goal there. A good save to meet the shot. And now we have a corner kick, which does not get past the first man. And here we go. Nice are on the counter. Let's see if they can score. Good defensive play from whoever that was. It was one of the centre-backs. And we just had a taste of their capability in terms of counter-attacking. Obviously, it didn't lead to a goal, but still a red flag nonetheless. Is Willock trying to chase the ball. We're still trying to find our feet early into this game, but it is to be expected. We've got a lot of new players trying to impress. Here's Pepe, and oh, it is going to be a goal. An own goal, sorry. No offside. Unlucky for Pepe. He must have shot the ball, hit someone else, and then bounced in. Otherwise, it looked like a clean goal from my perspective, of course, but we're going to trust the game here, and or should we say the commentators. So it is a own goal, and yet again a painful one, a painful blow for Pepe, who done all the work there, shot the ball, and it did look like it was going to be his goal, but upon further review on the cameras, it is going to be an own goal for Walter Benitez. Nonetheless, we should look at it from a collective standpoint as a team. So we are 1-0 up, which is good. We haven't played perhaps our best football. We're still struggling to find our feet here. We're losing the ball here and there. Here's Pepe. Good pass to Lacazette. He is going to finish that off. What was that? Oh, it was a goal. I got scared there for a second. It took a while for the flashing to come on to indicate that there was a goal scored. But again, Pepe, very good assist there to lay off Lacazette. And obviously Lacazette also had to do the hard work of tapping it in after. Oh, Lacazette is injured though. What is going on? Oh, we're putting Martinelli up front. And unfortunately for Lacazette, he is injured. Let's hope it's not a big injury. That wouldn't be very good for us. He's a very valuable member. Approaching halftime with a healthy 2-0 lead. Not much resistance being put up from Nice at the moment. They haven't had any many chances themselves. So let's see what they have to offer in the second half, perhaps. Here's Willock. Maitland-Niles. Good cross to Martinelli, and what a cross, and equally what a goal. 3-0 up. Martinelli had to come in a crucial time to replace Lacazette. He was a very, very good striker. And he makes his mark on the game, gets his first goal of the game. So halftime, guys, a very, very healthy and nice looking 3-0 lead. Again, we haven't conceded a goal so far this episode, I don't think. And it is nice to keep it going. I've also forgot to check the Premier League table after that win against Everton, but I'm pretty sure Liverpool also won the game. But you never know. They could have a little hiccup here and there, which would allow us to take that first spot. Oh, and here's a goal for Nice. Just as I was saying that we might go on this episode without conceding. We do concede, unfortunately. But again, we got a healthy lead to back us up. However, if we do concede another one anytime soon, then a few alarms might start going off in terms of complacency. Alright, 65th minute, and we are still going strong. We haven't had much of the ball in these final, or at all in the second half. So I think it's fair to say we started on the back foot slightly, which obviously allowed Nice to get a goal back. But it is understandable. We can't expect these players to be robots and constantly be performing at the same levels. But with that being said, we also can't. It's not really an excuse to drop our levels too much. So I think overall it's been a decent game. I'm saying it before full time whistle, but I'm just reporting on what I'm seeing so far, and I'm not sure if anything much will change in these final 12 minutes or so. But we got to be prepared for it. Free kick. Nice are hunting that goal. Willock is going to be penalised for that one. No booking though, but it is going to be a foul. And there is a goal for Nice. A very late comeback is on the books for sure. 3-2 to Arsenal. We got to be careful here, guys, because I'm not sure what's happening with our defense, but Nice have found some much needed courage. Here's Schneiderlin and a good clearance. But yeah, a bit concerning what we're seeing here. Dolberg, good defending there, but we still got a lot to do to make up for these goals. We conceded nearly again a goal being scored. There's literally end-to-end. Good defending, and Runarsson ultimately gets his hands on the ball. And just as quick as we got the ball, we immediately lose it. And Nice are going absolutely ham in these final few minutes. Saka to Smith Rowe, back to Saka. He's got a wing free to pass. Nelson manages to get to it. Good, not a good cross, but a good run. And the ball is right back in. Martinelli, why did he take that so early? Should have taken a touch and gone a bit further. But full time, guys, I would, from what it would seem like a comfortable 3-0 victory, looking at the scoreline now, 3-2, it does suggest we did come under a bit of trouble at some point in this game. It was the second half that did, unfortunately, it was Nice's half. But again, what I like about the team at the moment is they're taking the chances well, which is why we were able to have a 3-0 lead in the first half itself in the first place. But here's Aubameyang, he gets the Premier League Player of the Month for October. Gareth Bale and Reguilon came in second and third place. And let's take a look at the Premier League table. Yeah, we're still 1 point behind Liverpool, but guys, we have a very, very good chance here to eclipse everyone and head to the summit, to the top, because we do have a game in hand. And that would put, if we win this, that would put us on 17 points. Obviously not by a lot. We wouldn't be overlapping them by a lot, but it would still put us on the first spot, which would be nice to see. Just our name on that first spot. But so far so good, guys. I know I've been getting messages to include Özil, but at this rate, guys, if you were the manager right now and you're seeing your team performing well, the tactics are going well, and Özil is not playing in the squad, would you risk everything to put him in? And we're talking about, and for me to put him in, I would have to change up the formation. That might change up the dynamic of the squad, because then I would have to I'll have to move that advanced playmaker, which is the middle midfielder. I'll have to move him up in the formation just behind the striker as an advanced midfielder. So do I risk that? Or do I keep it going, guys? I know my answer personally. I've always said I appreciate you guys' feedback, and I'll always take it on board, as I have every time I've been in trouble with clubs. I've always listened to your suggestions, whether it's formation change, transfers, or player position changes, or whatever. But in this case, guys, if I'm not seeing any red flags in terms of us getting bad results consecutively, I'm gonna stick to my principles for the time being, but I will always appreciate your feedback, and I'll always take into consideration. But it's nice to see this Arsenal team is doing well. Yeah, so I guess this team is actually capable of something with a manager. I don't want to say a good manager, but a decent manager at hand to take the reins of the club and manage the players. But anyway, guys, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.